Revenge films.
I live with my husband and my 2 kids. My husband owned a construction company and my kids were both in elementary school. I used to work as a beautician, but I quit my job after having my first kid and became a housewife. But since the kids were older now, I started working part-time at a friend's beauty salon. It was only a few times a week, but it was better than nothing. As a beautician, staying in good shape was part of the job. I spent a lot of time every day taking care of my skin and stuff. Life was good. But recently, there was something that was troubling me. You see, my sister-in-law, Jane, she was always coming over to the house unannounced. I didn't mind her coming over, but every time she did, something always went missing. She lived just around the corner, but she always came over for dinner and stuff. Sometimes she even spent the night here. My husband told her to stop doing this many times, but she never listened. Jane was a big spender. She loved designer clothes and stuff. Naturally, she was constantly broke. She tried to borrow money from my husband countless times, but he never said yes. After that, she started coming over to the house unannounced. My guess is she wanted to annoy her brother. And she always stole stuff from our house. We have a pantry below our staircase, and she always took stuff from there whenever she came over. At first, it was just a few things, so I didn't say much. But then she started taking more and more stuff. It soon got out of hand. The other day, she took almost everything we had in the pantry, leaving us with nothing. So I told my husband about it. He knew he had to say something. Then a few days later, when his sister showed up at the house again.
Stop stealing from us! This stops now, or I'm not letting you in the house anymore!
Things settled down after that, but then, a few days later, I noticed that my shampoo bottle was almost empty. Even though I filled it up just a few days ago. My shampoo was pretty expensive. It was the same kind the hairstylist used. That shampoo itself cost about $50. And the other hair care products were missing too. All in all, everything cost about $200. She probably heard about these brands in fashion magazines or something. And she knew they were expensive, so she started stealing them from me. And she spends the nights here. She's welcome to use the shampoo if she wants, but this was totally different. I couldn't believe she'd do this too, but I had no proof that it was really her. I mean, it was pretty obvious it was her, but all the evidence was circumstantial. I didn't have any physical evidence, and I couldn't set up cameras in there, so there wasn't much I could do. But I knew I had to do something. So a few days later, when she came over, I decided to confront her. Hey, I filled up my shampoo bottle just a few days ago, but most of it is gone already. You know something about that? You can use the shampoo if you want, but can you try to use less? I tried to be subtle about it, but then she started yelling at me. Then she started calling me cheap, saying that I was just being stingy. If she was a guy, my husband can go there himself, but he couldn't do that. Then, when she went home the next day, she told her mom that I accused her of stealing. My mother-in-law was very upset about this. She called me in person and told me to stop accusing her daughter. After that, she started stealing from us again. So my husband had enough. He told her she couldn't come to the house anymore, but then, a few days later, she showed up with her mom. What's wrong with you, huh? She's family! You can't just kick her out of the house like this! They showed up while my husband was at work. I didn't know what to do about her anymore, so I said, Look, your daughter, she's been stealing from us for months now. We had no choice. Recently, she's been stealing my expensive shampoo. Hold on. You don't have any proof of this, do you? If you do, show it to me. Come on. I didn't have any proof. I couldn't walk in while she was showering, and I couldn't set up cameras in there either, so I guess I could use a different shampoo, but I really like that brand. It goes really well with my hair, and taking care of my hair was part of my job, and I wasn't doing anything wrong. Why should I change my lifestyle for her? Then Jane started snickering and said to me, See, you got nothing on me. How dare you accuse me of stealing like that? What's wrong with you? You're a horrible person. You better not do this again, you got it? Then there was nothing I could say to them. After that, I decided to get a lock for the pantry. Now she won't be able to get in. And for the shampoo, I came up with an idea. Like I said, my shampoo was pretty expensive. My husband or the kids used a different kind. So I took the bottle, emptied it out, and filled it up with hair removal cream. Now we wait. I couldn't wait to see the look on her face. A few days later, she came over to the house to spend the night again. After dinner, she headed straight to the shower room. Before dinner, she realized that the pantry was locked. She looked upset, but there wasn't much she could do about it. Anyways, she came over to the house a few times a week, so this wasn't gonna take long. This is gonna be great! Oh, I couldn't wait. Then finally, it happened. One day, she came running to our house screaming, "Hey, what the hell? I'm losing my hair like crazy! What kind of shampoo are you using? What did you do, huh? Did you slip something into the bottle?" She looked furious, and when she took off her hat, most of her hair was gone. It was hilarious! Then her mother showed up. "What the hell? I started losing my hair too! What have you done?" Looks like they were both in on this together. Makes sense, I guess. I wasn't expecting her mother to show up like this, but oh well. And her mother. She had short hair to begin with, so she looked like a man. It was funny. I did my best to stay calm and told them, "What? I don't understand. Why are you telling me all this? Wait, hold on. Were you two stealing from me all along? Is that it?" They had nothing to say to me. I got them now. They're not talking their way out of this one. Look, the thing is, I accidentally filled up the bottle with hair removal cream. I was going to empty it out later, but since I thought I was the only one using it, I didn't tell anyone. I had no idea you two were stealing the shampoo from me, honest. Their faces started turning red. "You framed us!" Then they came charging at me. But then my husband showed up and stopped them. Then he called his father. His father had no idea about any of this. He was furious with them. He assured us that they weren't going to bother us again. And since they admitted that they were stealing from me all along, I made them pay me back every dime. Turned out Jane was having a class reunion coming up, and there was this guy she was trying to get with. That's why she started using my expensive shampoo. But now most of their hair was gone, so it wasn't looking too good for her. And when people at her workplace found out about what happened, she was embarrassed out of her mind. And for her mother, she couldn't even wear a hat to hide her hair. Her husband told her that she couldn't wear one. It was the only way to teach her a lesson. Sucks for her, but it was kind of funny. And so, peace returned to her home. Thank goodness.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.